got back from shopping in town. And I just realized, I left the gate open yesterday when I brought the tractor in here to play around in the mud by the culvert. But I'm going to close it now. This morning I saw the cattle over there by the hay bale, so hopefully they didn't get out since I left. We'll see. Oh, lucky for me, the cattle are still here. That was a close one. I've done that once before and left that gate open and cattle got out, but I got them back in. So this time I guess I had plenty of grass to eat. So anyway, I got some other work to do today. Since I went shopping, I bought a few things. First, I need to close that gate down there before I forget again. I guess I'm getting forgetful in my old age. So the gate's closed now. I just realized it was open all day yesterday because I came out here in the morning and I was out in the big pasture all afternoon. And it was open all night too, so I'm very lucky the cattle didn't find this gate open and venture out of it. Lucky for me. Okay, that's what I was going to do. Forecast showed that it's supposed to be a nice day today. Little breezy, but the wind's from the south, so that helps. And the sun's out, so that helps too. Supposed to be in the 70s today. We'll see. Cattle over there. Won't be long. I can let them into this little area there in front of the house, but not until the grass gets bigger. Oh, that wind's strong. There they are. The 3 Highlander girls and the other bull, the white bull, little bull. Little bully, I called him. Little bully. He's getting bigger though. Yeah. Soon he'll be, hopefully he can start breeding these 3. Yeah. That one there lost her calf. She had a stillborn. It was a heifer. The one on the right. The one on the back is still a heifer, but looks like she might be pregnant. She got a big belly. This one here, I guess, never was bred, or if she was bred, she lost her calf. When I brought her back in September, last September, I thought I saw some signs of being pregnant, but she may have lost the calf, aborted it or something. Anyway, the bull was trying to breed her like twice already, but I think he's too small yet. And I'm not sure, but I think he was trying to breed that heifer too. But time will tell if he can do it. Yeah. All right. Got other things to do. That's watching these guys. Yeah, look, you can see how the wind's from the south, but it's still blowing pretty good on the pond there. Yeah, grass is growing good now. Really green. These warm days are really helping to grow. Yeah. I'll probably feed bales through April, even though they got grass growing. That'll help the grass grow more if they got hay in their belly. Yeah, if they don't eat as much grass. But eventually, I got what, 7 bales here. 7 bales left. If I feed 4 of them 1 week through April, I'll have a few bales. In other words, if I have any bales left, if I have any bales left, I'm going to, the ones I got left, 2 or 3, I'm going to put them over here. So I can close this pasture in front of the house. Enlarge it. Yeah, I gotta, whatever's left over, 2, 3 bales maybe, or if any bales left over, I'm gonna put them over here because I'm gonna take the wire that I got that area there is open. What I'll do is I'll take that wire and put it over here, connect that fence to there, and then I'll remove that fence. That way the cattle can come in here, because there'll be weeds growing in here. I'll clean up all that nip wrap first before I do that. Before I open it up. That way they'll keep the weeds down in the front yard. I don't have to mow. Okay, let's work on something else now. Yeah, those I bought 4 railroad ties, used ones, $27.50 I think, something like that, a piece. I'm going to use them. I'm going to use 2 of them down on the edges of the culvert, on the ends of the culvert, to protect the culvert ends from getting smashed by cattle walking on them, or me driving on it, or something like that. And then the other 2 are going to go out to the big pasture on the culvert out there. Yeah, that's the best thing to use. Yeah, especially if I'm going to have more dirt put on top of the culvert. It'll hold the dirt in. Okay, I got a few groceries to unload first, and then I got to unload the gas, and then I'll unload the railroad ties. And by the way, those railroad ties are heavy. I had to use a forklift at the TSC to load them. They're heavier than I thought. 58 at 10:30 a.m. Well, it warmed up to 70 degrees by 12:30 p.m. Yeah, I had to take a little break for a while. I'm going to get them gasoline and the railroad ties unloaded. Cattle are relaxing over there by the barn, and I'm going to back the truck up. I'll do the 2 railroad ties first. I'll get the gas. Unload gas later. And I'm going to put 2 of them down there. See how that works. They're pretty heavy, but I think I can handle them. Yeah, I'm going to try to. I backed in last time. I need to somehow widen this area out right here between these T-posts. Yeah, it makes it easier to get down here. But I'm going to try to drive in and maneuver in the truck, and then somehow to get back up to that thing. Not sure how I'm going to do it yet, so I'm going to give it a try. See, I don't have much room on the driver's side. There's not much room on the passenger side either, so I'm going to see if I can widen them T-post distance out a little bit. Now I got to figure out how am I going to maneuver myself down here. I'm getting there. Yeah, I think I got it lined up now. I just squeezed by the pear tree. Yeah, now it's just a matter of pulling off them railroad ties. 2 of them here, and the other 2 will go to the big pasture culvert out there. Well, this ground is starting to dry out a little bit. Still a little soft though. I'll wait a few more days before I start blading here again. Still got some work to do with moving some dirt. I need to raise that, get some more dirt underneath there. The whole side needs more dirt. Soil, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. This side, once I push that dirt up again, this side's pretty good. I might dig them in a little bit. But I'll get some dirt up on the ends. Yeah. Yeah, I can make it. I'll make it work. That'll be okay. Now, to unload the gas and then head out to the big pasture and dump those two off over out there. I can make that work. Well, I'm thinking that maybe those 8-foot road ties maybe just too much, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. Yes, they'll also hold the dirt once I get them positioned where I want them and supported. They can hold the dirt between the. I'd like to get some more dirt on top of that culvert, so yeah. I'll just keep them at 8 foot. Besides, I can always use them somewhere else someday if I want to. And I'm glad I got these. I just didn't realize they were so heavy. Yeah, tight fit through here. I gotta adjust this fence on either side, on both sides, so I get more room to work. Now I gotta unload the gasoline for the tractor. Now to take these two out to the big pasture for the culvert that I worked on yesterday. Figured I better take a shovel just in case I might want to use it. Whew. Wind is strong today. There's the cattle relaxing out by the barn. Yeah, they got plenty to eat. They got new grass and they still got hay too. And I'll keep feeding them hay until probably the end of April, or the date. Neither or not, just to take some of the stress off the grass. Okay, I see other cattle are lounging around over here, but on the other side of the creek, way out there, is the I see the new red cow, a baby. But I also see the other new cow, the other cow that had her calf yesterday. Yeah, yeah. That's number 3 cow, and that's number 4 cow, the new one. The newest calf is from that number 3 cow, but I'm not sure which calf that belongs to, which calf that is out there. I'll go get a closer look when I get out there. Oh, it sure is windy today. At least it's a warm south wind. Somewhat warmer than the north wind. Yeah, I see the 2 newest cows. The 2 cows that had the youngest calves out there. I don't know where their calves are. I think one of them behind that gate, way back there. But both of them there have oil. Okay, let's go. This spot blows me off the bridge. Get over here. Yeah. There's a bull out that way. That's a white one that's going to have a calf. I don't see the cow. Oh, the cow that hadn't had a calf yet is out that way, over there. Yeah. Last year she had June too. So. Oh, there's a calf. Oh, there. Oh, that's that mama cow's. That's mama cow's 6th calf. Oh, down there laying down next to her. And that's that white bull on top laying down. That's a yearling bull. That's a mama cow's 5th calf from last year. And that brown one there is her 4th calf from 2023. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's go check out the other cattle on the other side of the creek, or out in the other pasture. I'm headed out with these railroad ties up to the bridge, or not the bridge, I'm on the bridge, up to the culvert I installed yesterday. Yeah, this heifer's got a big belly for her body size. She's a small heifer to begin with, but I'm pretty sure she's 3 years old this year, so she's old enough. She's old enough to have a calf. Hopefully the calf's not too big for her. Just don't know when she's going to have it. I can see she's developing an udder. I don't know how far along she is, but she'll have it sooner or later. Well, there's the calf. I looked it up. She's a month old already. What did I say? February 11? No, February 18. February 18. That's right. February 18. February 18. So she's a month old today. Yeah. How about that? A month old. And that's her calf's mother is the mama cow over there next to the bull. Yeah. And this calf is the bull calf from that number 2 cow out there laying down. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep headed to the top. Yeah. She move her tail, I can see her udder better. Come on. Flick your tail. Come on, move it. Or walk, do something. Do something. Yeah, well, she's got an udder under there somewhere. Well, she had her calf yesterday, and I don't know if it's this one or the one that just got up. Yeah, I'm thinking this one looks bigger. Yeah, I think that's the one that was born March 11. I wrote them down last night and I still can't remember. March 11. Yeah, I think that's either that's the one that born yesterday. I think that was the one that's born yesterday. I think this calf here belongs to that red cow. Yeah. I'm gonna go walk out there because I know her calf is a heifer and her calf is I don't know. So let's go find out. Yeah, that calf belongs to that cow. There's Mr. Bull. That's a heifer. Hopefully she'll be bred this year. That's a bull, younger bull. That bull, the white bull is from her from last year. That white heifer that I think is pregnant, that belongs to her 3 years ago. And then a black one over there, that's a bull, and that was from her, that was her calf from last year. The white, she had a white bull, and that's the one up by the barn, up by the Highland cattle, over that way. Yeah. Okay, let's go check the mother. 2 cows and 2 calves. Well, it looks like that calf that was way out there belongs to that red one, and she's a week old today. Yeah. What did I say? March 11. And then what's this? What's today? 19. So no, today's 18. So she was born on the 17th. So this calf is 4 days younger than that one. 4 days younger. Is it 4 days? Get my dates mixed up. March 11, March 17. No, 6 days. 6 days difference. 6 days difference. Well, since I'm here, I'm gonna go see what that. I'm gonna get that calf up. See what its sex is. Calfie, you gonna get up for me? Yeah. Mama, you better not chase me if I walk up to your calf. Let's go find out. That's it. Get up. Good boy. Girl. What are you? I can't see. Good. You're cute. Reminds me of Fozzie Bear. I always wanted to call one Fozzie, but I'm not going to. Right. Yeah. I think it's a bull. I can't tell for sure. Let me get around this side. Yeah, I think he's got a scrotum in there. Do you? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's a bull. That's okay. Bulls are useful. They have their uses too. Yeah, that's a bull calf. Alright. And that's a heifer there. So March 11, March 17. I have to remember that. 6 days apart. Okay. Now I got. Let's go head up there so I can dump off these railroad ties. Then I think I'll be done for today. Yeah, I need a day off now and then too. That's a third calf born this year, out here anyway. It's a bull calf born March 17 from the number 3 cow. And this is her second calf. Her second calf. This cow's given me 2 bulls. Bull last year and bull this year. I'll see how this one grows this year compared to that heifer that was born 6 days ago. Yeah. Yeah, see, he should grow bigger since he's from since he's a second calf and he's a bull calf, and the other calf is a first calf from a heifer. So, because her first calf didn't grow very good compared to the other 2 born last year, and they were all 3 bulls last year. So far this year I got a heifer, and now a bull. And I got my number 2 cow should have a calf sometime in May, I'm guessing. That calf eating the dirt. That's what the mineral block is for, calfie. Yeah, that's the first calf from this heifer, which is now a cow. Yeah, she's got a good udder. I think this calf will grow better. I think the other cow who just had a calf, her second calf, I think her calf didn't grow good last year because I don't think she gave enough milk. Stop licking the dirt. If you want mineral, go down to the salt block and get it down there. Okay, since I'm up here, well, I better not open the gate until I look at the wind blowing them leaves. Look at the, it sure is windy everywhere. Okay, let's move the truck up. Calf lay down again. Yeah, it's about a day old, so probably still tired. Oh, there's the 2 newest calves. A week old and a day old. A week old up here, a day old down there. This is the hay I fed them last Friday. Today's Tuesday. There, 1, 2, 3 over here, and the 4th bale was pushed out of the area where I store them. And it fell off my bale spear, and I left it out in front of the gate there. But they're still eating it. Yeah, I rolled one of them out close to the fence. Next time I feed them, I either feed them back on this side. Yeah, I'll probably feed them because last week when I fed them, or the last time I fed them besides this one, I fed them over there. So I want to spread that stuff out so they don't trample it too much and they can still eat it. And that's the hay I'm going to feed probably Friday, depending on the weather, if it rains or not, whether they need it or not. I want them to eat more hay so they eat less grass. I want the grass to have a chance to grow back a little bit, grow more before I stop feeding them hay. Yeah, the trees are already getting green now. Look at that. Well, those are sort of reddish there. That's a maple. Pretty sure that's a maple. Those, I don't know what those are. Elms, maybe. Anyway, they got green leaves on them. That's the main thing. They're getting green again. I'm back at the pond again. I put my culvert in down that way yesterday. And I guess I'll just back in here. Whether it's still probably a little wet through there, but I got four-wheel drive. I think I can get out if I yeah, I think I can get out once I get in. I think it'll be easier to unload it from this, backing in this way than the other way. It's hard to back down from the other side, so I'll just stay with this side. Well, the culvert's down there by that white jug, between that white jug and that dead tree. And the two hills here on the side, on the left side, are what's going to be used to raise up this lower area to cover up the culvert for farther out, and this low spot close by here. Yeah, it's always been a wet spot. So, okay, I guess I'm going to head back down now and unload these two railroad ties. One on each. I'll have one on each side of the culvert. Let's see if I can get these unloaded. They're going to go there and there. That should work. Once I hire somebody to move that 2 mounds of soil there and spread it in here and in front of the truck in that low spot. Yeah, it's a little drier today. Still did some spinning though. Still wet over there. Yeah, it was easy to back down into here. Yeah, worked pretty good. Yeah, if they got enough soil, I'll have them spread that all the way up to this, at least to that tree. Yeah, by this yellow pole. Yeah, from there all the way over. Let me move the truck and get a better view. Yeah, that'll work. Get enough soil to cover this all the way up, all the way to the bottom of that hill there, where the grass starts. Yeah, up the hill. Yeah, there should be plenty of soil in those 2 mounds. Yeah, but if they really need some more, I guess he could come in here and get this. I'll clean up these limbs. You could probably even get around to that one if you really wanted to. But I think those 2 big mounds should be enough. Yeah, it should be good. Okay, that's all I wanted to do today. Get these big logs, railroad ties set. I was right about the price. It was $27.99 a piece. And they're used. I just didn't realize they were so heavy. Anyway, that worked better than anything else I was thinking about. I was just thinking about getting some tree logs, you know, like something like this. Yeah, but that's much better. Yeah, if they can they can fill that up up to or above the log, the railroad tie, that'd be good. That'd be good. Yeah, now that I think about it, maybe I will put a drain pipe in there, but not this kind. I'll just put one of those smaller ones in with a, yeah, something that, what do they call those? The kind with the holes in it. Yeah, you know, water will, if any water stands over there after they fill it in, I'll have that under, so the water can still drain through. Yeah. And any water in there, low spot in here underneath all that dirt, that can drain through too. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, I probably just need a 10-footer. This is what size is this? This is 9 foot. This is 9 foot here, so maybe I'll get it longer. Whatever they make. Yeah, the ones that they come in a coil. They're black and they got perforation holes in them for drainage. I could get the solid pipe, but I'd rather have the one with the holes in it. I want it to extend at least underneath the fence and up to that, at least up to that tree, or you know, in that other small branch there. That should help the drainage there. I'll get one of those some other day. That won't be hard to put in. Actually, I'll just lay it down. I'll just dig a little trench for it. Yeah, it doesn't have to be very deep. And then when they cover it up, yeah, that'll take care of it. Yeah, the water comes out of there. There's a little mound over here. Yeah, I don't think the water can go around it. It'll have to. It can go. I get those small. Maybe I'll get more than one. I'll get a double pipe going through to help it keep it drained. Yeah, it'll have to be on an angle though. They'll have to start somewhere up here by these logs, or just past those logs. Yeah, just past those logs. Yeah. Yeah, where that clump of green pot onion. Start right there and then go on a diagonal. So it'll have to be a little longer. Since I'm here, I'll also measure it. Yeah. There I'll get 2 pipes. Those should be easy to bury. Yeah. Mostly just make sure the water drains out, because the other branch over there where the water goes in, where I got the culvert, that comes out over there. But this little branch here, that comes off here on this side. Comes down over here from this side of the field through here. I guess that's why there's so many willows. Are those willows or sassafras? I think those are all sassafras in there. Anyway, with this pile and that pile of dirt, soil, that should be enough to at least fill this in to be able to drive on it better. The main thing is over there though. That's the main thing. And then whatever's left they can put over here. That's all I wanted to do today, is get them things in place. Now I got to find somebody to do the work of moving that dirt. Yeah. Next time I feed those 4 bales, next time I feed them, I'm going to feed them over on that end, beyond what I already fed last week. The ones you can still see a few piles there. There were 3 bales over there, and then the last bale I put out here. I had to push it out of the storage area. Okay. Yeah, I'll put it over there. I don't think I fed much there this past winter. And after that one, then I'll put some over here where my truck is. I fed here about 3 or 4 times. But I can feed some more. It seems like I'm always feeding in this center area because it's just a shorter travel for my tractor. That's the main reason. Because I'm lazy. Okay. I'm gonna head home. This hay here and the hay over that way. And over there on that side of the fence. That's what I fed last week. This is the hay I fed last week. Here's, I think this was one bale there. Or no, wait, maybe it was this one. This is one bale, I think. And this, right next to the truck, and up there is one bale. And the third bale is there. And the other one was by the front of the gate. Yeah. There's still some hay left. Today's only Tuesday. Plus they got grass to eat. Yeah, next time I feed hay, I'll feed them over here. I'll feed them over here. Somewhere. Either from here out on down. Around the corner. I know I fed them in there at least once. Because I see the remnants of some old hay. Okay. Let's go. Oh. Well, I'm glad I fixed that gate. At least now it don't drag on the ground. It's easier to open. I still have to, well, if I had some tools, I gotta do that one of these days. See how the bottom, I don't know how that bottom got bent. I really don't know. I don't remember running it into it. I think a cow might have tried to go underneath it. But the only way to straighten it out is to take it off the hinges, which I can do. I just need a wrench and probably some WD. And then take it off and then lay it flat on the ground somewhere and then drive over it with the tires. I've done that before on other crooked gates. And it works. I just didn't feel like taking it off. Alright, I'm going to head home. Well, take care of yourself, cow, and take care of their calf. Yeah, they're a good looking cow. I like you because you got that brindle look. You got the stripes. Yeah. I'm not sure where them stripes came from in brindle. I do remember a long time ago, I still got his meat in the freezer. I had a Highland bull. I don't think he was full blood though. He was from another cow I had here. So I don't know. And he had a brindle. He may have bred this cow. He might have bred her mama. Or her mama. Yeah. Instead of Bully. Because they were both here at the same time. And they were both young too. So he could have been the reason this one has a brindle look. It's hard to say. I got a picture of him somewhere, but it doesn't matter. He was red with stripes. I think he might have had black stripes though. Yeah. He red with dark stripes on the sides. Okay, that's all for here. I'm heading to the house. There's the other two calves. The red cow. This calf here is a week old in front here by the fence, and the one there down in the creek by its mama, it's a month old today. Hey, Caffey, I didn't mean to make you get up. Yeah. Okay, that should be enough. Yeah, that pregnant white heifer's out there with the white bull, and the white bull, that white heifer in the front here, or you know, on the right side of that other white one. She's 3 years old, and he'll be a year old March 28th. So he sure grew fast. Of course, that's from him. That's from her. She's the mama of 6 calves here, and that's her 6th calf. That's her 5th calf. That's her first one. Let's go backwards. 6, 5, 4, 3, all right, 3, 2, the one with the calf, the newest calf, and then 1, yeah, 1 there, and that's the mama of almost all, mama or grandma of these cattles. Yeah. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's head home. What you doing there? What you looking at? Are you looking down there, huh? Looking at me? All right. Okay, gotta go. I like this one. He's got that dark color and the white around the forehead and the nose. I like that. That's from the this mama cow's first calf was over there. She's the first one. Okay, and that's her third calf then. Three-year-old heifer, should be pregnant and going to have a calf. That's a yearling bull. Oh, we lost him. Yearling bull. Yeah, from the mama cow. And that's a heifer that might get bred this year. Looking good. And there's the rest of it. It's almost 3 p.m. and it sure did warm up today. It's hot, but it feels good for a change. Yeah, it's sure helping the grass grow. That's what I like. Grass growing means I don't need to feed as much hay. Save more for next year, in case you never know when there's going to be a drought or something. So save hay with every chance you get. Save hay. I wash clothes today, or some of them. And I normally use a electric dryer. But hey, why not? It's a windy day today and warm. I haven't hung them out here in a long time. Yeah, not in a long time. So I figured, yeah, I just hope the wind don't blow them off. Yeah. Anyway, I even washed my hat. Yeah, I lost the glove somewhere. I think I left it. I already had everything in the dryer, and I decided, why waste electricity when I could have a nice drying day today? So I need to do that more often. Dry outside like I used to. A long time ago, I used to have a clothesline. And there's the remnant of it. Used to go from there. Used to have another half. Used to go from there all the way across. Yeah, I used to hang. I had 4 lines. I used to hang clothes there all the time in my younger days. Yeah. Nice. There's a buzzard flying around over there. What do you want, cat? Well, I have to keep an eye on these so the wind don't blow them off. I don't have any clothespins to hold them on. Yeah, those are long gone. Or I put someplace that I don't remember. Haven't hung clothes for a long time. Anyway, shouldn't take long to dry. It's above 70 now, and the wind's really going to dry it. Okay. Yeah. Feels good to dry clothes outside again. Even if they're not in the sun, like they were over there. Yeah. What are you doing? What's going on? Stop fighting with each other. Okay. Yeah, there's them big railroad ties I put over there for that culvert. I got some more dirt work to do when the ground's dry enough. For now, I'll just let it dry out. That's it, cows. Go eat some more hay. And easy. Grass is growing pretty good. One of these days I'll have to go out and check the hay field, but too windy today for that. I'll go on a less windy day. Okay. That's it for now. Let's see what else happens today, if anything. Yeah, the grass is greener. Greener every day. Yeah, I've been needing to work on this fence too for a while. Yeah, this gate don't need to be this big. What I was planning to do is this. I need to widen that area there. I don't really want to move the post for the garden. I want to move this fence. So to do that, here's my plan. My plan is, I don't need a corner here. I don't need a corner. Yeah, because I hardly use this gate. If I do, anyway, what I plan to do is move all this fence here, bring it over in line with that fence down there. Yeah, maybe either the farthest one, which would be the best way to do it, or maybe the post that I gotta widen is right there. Yeah, the one that don't have white on top, the rusty one. So bring it in there. That way I can still use this gate. I can still use this gate going this way and then drive down if I want to. Yeah. There's still enough room to drive down this side if I choose to. Even if I put the fence in line with that post, that's in line with the this end of the culvert down there, that white jug. Yeah, I might do it that way. That'll give me a wider area to drive through, much wider. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, from here to there. Yeah, here to there. That'll bring this fence over. I think that'll work. That's what I did today. I just put those railroad ties down. I need to get some more dirt though. And since I got down here, I just noticed something. They still got plenty of hay, but I also noticed that they unrolled the bale. I couldn't believe it, where they rolled it. At least they didn't roll it toward the pond. They rolled it out this way. Yeah. I guess it's sort of downhill. Unless the wind did that. I doubt it though. Anyway, what was I came down here for a reason, that's right. The fence. Well, that's sort of the corner. That's where the fence takes a turn that goes up the hill. And what I need to do is go to that post there. There's the, can't see nothing. There's the big tree, I think, and there's the fence post is there for the gate. So I thought maybe I'll just go off of that post right there. I was going to go on that one, move that one over, or make it line up with that. But it still give me a tight fit through here. So it's better if I go off of this post here and move all that post over. Yeah, that whole thing. Line up with that. I think that'll work. Yeah, the cattle moved it. They rolled that bale out. Hey, Bud just came out of that culvert. He must have been there. He was in that culvert. He's done that before. Anyway, they rolled that bale out that way. Yeah. Didn't look like that's downhill, but it probably is. Or it's level anyway. I'm just glad he didn't roll it into the pond. So that's good. Okay, I gotta go ahead and get out of this wind. Look at the pear tree. It's a dark contrast behind it. Yeah, the trees behind it. You can see all those are blossoms and leaves popping out. So they'll be blooming pretty soon. Yeah, and then the bees will be out pollinating. I just saw a red wasp. They're out already in this warm weather. Everybody's content eating hay or eating grass. Eating hay right now. Yeah, I'm still debating whether or not she's pregnant. I haven't noticed any udder development. But she does have a big belly. It could be just grass. She's a very old heifer. I don't even know how old she is. She's older than that one, and that's the youngest one. Yeah. No. I got it backwards. This is the youngest one. That's the oldest one over there. This is the one that had the stillborn calf on. Oh, I looked it up. It was February 15. 3 days before the mama cow had her calf on the February 18th. Yeah. I guess I didn't remember this one because it was dead. Anyway, it's February 15th, 3 days before the other mama cow out in the big pasture had her calf. So she's the oldest, then her from a different cow, and this heifer was from, well, she's not a heifer no more, but this one here is her daughter. So that's the oldest one, then that one, and that one. That's from a different cow that I had before. And Bully's from out in the big pasture. Yeah, so I'll give him a chance before I bring the others up. Well, he's got the right idea. Relaxing in the shade of the tree. Yeah, weather stays warm like this, I need to start working on the garden. Figure out what I'm going to plant too. Hey, Bud, you going to help? I doubt it. Just getting my way mostly. I still want to plant lemongrass in here. Problem is though, I don't know if I'm going to have any survivors. I got a few plants growing, a couple. Everything else died inside the house. Yeah, I made the mistake of planting all those big clumps of lemongrass. I thought I'd salvage it all, but it grew for about 2 months. I had like 2 harvests inside the house. It was growing pretty good, but then, around December, I harvested in September, October, November, sometime in December, beginning of the year, it started to die off on me. I had it watered and it was plenty warm. It just didn't get enough light. The days got too short. It's a warm season grass, so it likes lots of daylight. I'll have to look into getting more lighting, better lighting. It's not something that the plants can grow with. But anyway, the next time I transplant, if I have if I have at least one plant that I can grow out here, then I can still salvage it, because as the plant grows, I'll just take a shoot off the side and plant it. It'll grow, so I can make them grow back. But the next time I transplant them, I'll just take one plant with one stalk with lots of root. Yeah, instead of all those small, instead of the big clump. That was my mistake. I had too much clump and not enough soil. That's probably what it was too. Besides the lack of light. Alright, I'll see what happens this year, if I have any survivors. It's like the wind knocked everything on the ground. Well, the smaller clothes are mostly dry. The heavier stuff on this end, still a little damp. Of course, they were on the ground. Those 2 towels and I don't know, a couple of grease teachers. Anyway, this time I overlapped them. They'll be dry before the sun goes down. Some of the clothes was very dry, so I took them down. Besides, some of them were underground, so the wet ones I left up. I turned the towels the other way, maybe they won't blow off as easy. But they probably will. That one was on the ground again. Anyway, took the dry ones inside the house. The clothes are almost dry. I'll hang them inside the house a little bit. Dry the rest of the way. Because the sun's getting low, and they keep falling off anyway. Oh, the cattle are back out eating grass again. Ate some hay over there, and then they eat some. Then they eat some grass again, so that's good. A little bit of both. Sun's getting low. It's about 6:30 p.m. It's still pretty windy. Whew. Windy. Yeah, I'm not going to wait for the sunset. Won't be much of one anyway with the idle pickers. Clouds are getting thicker over there. Oh, boy, that wind's strong. The wind is too strong. Okay, I'm going to call it a day. That's it for today. Bye. Just a different view. Bye-bye. Take the cattle along to go back to eating hay. I guess the hay's better than the grass now. Yeah, the grass is still pretty short. Okay, now it's the end. Bye. Could get my shadow from my west door shining through the door. Sun's getting low. Bye. Okay, this is the end.